Hello everybody, Jason up New Age Revolution Cave for a Thursday video for you. Now, I said yesterday my brain wasn't in it, and it's not, and it's still not, and it's probably not more than ever. Liam has his procedure tomorrow. I won't sleep well tonight. Tomorrow will be an anxiety-filled morning. Procedure's at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll have a little bit of an idea what's going on, if anything, after the procedure, but we won't know fully until, the tissue biopsies come back to show whether or not there's eosinophils. So that's tomorrow. I wasn't going to make a video at all today. I was really just going to go into my hole, which I usually do when I'm dealing with stuff, but there was a package on my doorstep, and it is the return of XOX, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, the return of XOX. We have not seen XOX since, what was the last figure that we got, folks? Kerry Von Erich? Kerry Von Erich or the Fink? Howard Finkel or Kerry Von Erich? I think it's Kerry Von Erich. You will recall that our friends at XOX had been upsizing the Galoobs, folks. Upsizing the Galoobs, everybody's second favorite figures, the Galoobs. And we got some amazing characters to add to our LJN Federation. I was most excited about Arn Anderson, obviously Ric Flair. We've got a Sid, we've got Luger. We've got, did we get Sid? I don't know if we got Sid or not. We got Luger. And now we got Sting. Folks, when I opened this, I thought something different. I actually envisioned this person. Oh, we got Doom. Don't forget Doom. I actually envisioned this person a part of the LJNs. Not as an NWA or WCW invader, just as a guy that was part of the LJN WWF Federation. I could see this guy having great... See, I would want to keep him... Oh, I don't know. If we keep him good guy, then he's got to take on Greg Valentine. He's got to take on the Iron Sheik. We could team this guy with Ricky Steamboat. I think we just found Ricky Steamboat's tag team partner, maybe Tito Santana's tag team partner. I'm actually really excited about this figure because I think it would really fit in with LJN federations of the 80s. I do. He came in around 89, I think, which is late in the LJN lineup, but I think we could put him right in as this super baby face, high flyer, showing off moves in the WWF LJN Fed that you didn't see, right? Maybe he could team with the Bulldogs. Maybe he could have a nice scientific match with Dynamite Kid. Folks, who am I talking about? Well, LJN has another name to add to its roster. We have another figure to put on our shelves, folks. Net has upsized, upscaled, whatever you want to call it. Another Galoob. This time we are adding Flyin Brian to our LJN lineup, and I think this is a great addition to the LJN lineup. Yes, it's a great addition to the shelf. Yes, it's a great addition to the upsized Galoobs. That's all fine. But I can actually see myself sitting down here and having a Brian Pillman versus... Honestly, I want to have a face versus face match. I want to have Brian Pillman versus Ricky Steamboat. I do. I want Brian Pillman to take on Ricky Steamboat. And then I want to team him with Ricky Steamboat. And I want him to take on the British Bulldogs in a face versus face tag team match. I think it's great. Ultimately, you can turn him heel if you want to, but the Bengals trunks kind of prevent him from being a bad guy. Talk about paint work, folks. That's Net's work right there. That's Net's painting. The Bengals trunks, perfect orange. That is Net's handiwork right there, and I think it's fantastic. I think this figure looks great. I love the color of hair that she chose. I don't even think that this is, I'm trying to look, I don't think that this is the actual Galoob Brian Pillman hair color. I think it's lighter. I can't even find my Brian Pillman. I think it's lighter. I think this was the right choice. A darker brown. I think it's great. There you have it, folks. LJN Brian Pillman is now part of our roster. Now, look, if you get an unpainted Brian Pillman, you could have her paint him in the Hollywood Blondes trunks. You want a bad guy Brian Pillman, go ahead and change the trunk color. That's all. Just change the trunk color. Turn him into bad guy Brian Pillman. What do you do to be a bad guy? You just put black trunks on. That's all. Do the silver for Hollywood Blondes, and there you go. You got your bad guy Pillman. I like it as good guy. I like the idea of having him join the LJN ranks right away. And if I was in a better headspace right now, I'd probably bust out the ring and have old Brian Pillman come and save Ricky Steamboat from a beatdown or something. And, you know, the LJN announcers would say, what on earth is Flyin Brian doing here in the LJN arena? Folks, you know what to do. You know very well what to do. You go on Etsy and you check out XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy, and you get yourself the Flyin Brian. In fact, while you're at it, go ahead and grab some more upsized Galoobs and add them to your collection. They look kind of insane standing next to their little Galoobs. It's such a cool look. And I think, you know, Arn Anderson and Ric Flair, part of an LJN lineup. Now Flyin Brian can fly into your LJN federation, into your scientific matches, good guy versus good guy. I love it. Take a look. Take a close look at those trunks. It's not going to get any better than that. That is some solid painting right there, folks. That is Net showing off her skills. Folks, Flyin Brian is LJN. Head over to Etsy, XOX by Random Treasures. Get your hands on Flyin Brian and add him to your lineup today. That is fantastic. I love that. We'll see how tomorrow goes before I commit to any video. We'll see. I don't know how I'm going to feel. I know how I feel today. And if this little package wasn't here today, you wouldn't have seen me today, unfortunately, because I'm just not there. But we got work to do, folks, right? We got work to do. And Flyin Brian needs you to know that he's ready to fly into your LJN arena and take on Ricky Steamboat in a face versus face scientific battle until somebody starts to get upset. Somebody starts to get mad and starts to push off of, he didn't like the way Ricky Steamboat held onto that headlock a little too long. Could we see a heel turn for Flyin Brian in the future? I think we could. I definitely think we could. XOX by Random Treasures on Etsy. Flyin Brian, add him to your collection today.